right now in the United States, there are over 500,000 children in the foster care system. That's like taking the population at ETSU, multiplying it by 33, and that's how many kids are in a foster home right now, just in the United States. And a study done by Pew Charitable Trust stated that 24,000 of those are emancipated from state custody each year, meaning they turn 18 and they're then set out on their own. And one in 4 of them are incarcerated within the first 2 years. They have charges brought up against them, and they're guilty of them. The study also showed that 1 in 5 become homeless over the age of 18. Once they become 18, they're set out on their own. They normally don't have anywhere to go. They're homeless. 50% don't complete high school, and merely 3 will ever even earn a college degree. So out of 24,000 children being released from foster care, nearly 5,000 of them become homeless, 1/5. That's like this side of the classroom being homeless and this side of the classroom being able to have somewhere to go. Most states don't have the federal funding to continue supporting foster kids beyond the age of 18. Therefore, many of them are left sitting on the curb with a trash bag of their own things, nowhere to go. Susan M. Cools defines foster care in her article in Family Relations titled Adolescent Identity Development in Foster Care as a residence in a supervised setting outside the biological family as mandated by the social services or juvenile justice system. Yet, unfortunately, it frequently ends up being a permanent housing system for many kids in foster care, at least till they turn 18 and they're left to fend for themselves. So, we have nearly 5,000 homeless, and only 50% of them complete high school. So throughout a foster child's experience in the system, he or she moves from home to home, therefore changing schools fairly frequently. And this repeated changing of schools affects the child's grades and ability to keep up in school. Sometimes credits don't always transfer over from school to school. And the stress caused by switching schools and therefore switching social circles and friends and families, it's really hard to concentrate and remain focused on school. Therefore their grades tend to drop. It is incredibly hard to focus on something so seemingly unimportant as the homework assignment last night and maybe classwork the next morning, when you don't know if when you go home you'll have a whole new family, a whole new house to go to, and people to call your parents. And then there's only 3% that even graduate or attend college and graduate, actually earn a college degree. And this is due to the serious lack of encouragement for foster children to apply for and attend college. And here's where we, as college students, can actually reach out and help foster care children. We can volunteer to mentor foster care children and actually go and encourage them to attend or apply to colleges and tell them what college is about and how it can help and our transition into college. And we can encourage them to actually apply and graduate college, and therefore gives them a better chance of having a successful future. The vast majorities of youth emancipated from foster care have nowhere to go and they're ill-prepared, but there are organizations everywhere that are needing volunteers to help them transition into university life. They can live on campus rather than turning 18 and just graduating high school and having nowhere to go. And the statistics regarding foster children don't paint a very bright picture for their futures. 1/5 of those exited out of custody become homeless, 50% graduate high school, and only 3 gain a college degree. And it is true that foster alumni are not privileged to the same opportunities and ease into becoming an adult set out to live on one's own as the average teenager, but that doesn't mean that they should be given up on. With a little support and maybe an increase in federal funding, kids aging out of the system will have a much larger and an equal chance at a very successful career and future.